How are you?
Welcome back.
How you doing?
Looking good.
Football lenses. Another week, another episode. How you been, man?
Yeah, you know me. Going around the country apparently, working. Um,
Fairs.
Unfortunately, again, this is virtual, but that is going to be a theme for God knows how long. Um, but it's cool, I guess, because I do get to see different places. I am currently in the Columbus area of the not so great state of Ohio. Um, we've been to Columbus a couple of times, and downtown's not, really the best. The surrounding areas we've been to. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't really been the greatest city we've traveled to. But I am in a suburb I've never been in, right outside of Columbus, called New Albany. It is
Hmm.
nice. It is nice. Um, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just very. It reminds me of like if you go to like a Naperville outside of Chicago in some areas, but then like there's so much like there's so many ranches, and it just looks so beautiful out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Like people with money definitely live here, and so that's dope. I mean, I know when I was in San Antonio, my big goal was to go to a San Antonio FC game in the USL. That didn't happen because I was shipped away before I got the chance. But now my goal is we've been to the Crew Stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now I get to actually explore it. And I won't say as a neutral because I still want Columbus to lose 100%. But every time I've gone, I'm wearing fire gear, waist section and everything. So like that wasn't gonna happen.
Fair.
So somewhat exciting stuff, but other than that,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty. It's a nice stadium.
it is unfortunate. I forgot to change the name when I passed it the other day when I got here. It's no longer a lower.com field.
Yes, it's Scott Miracle Brew or something.
Yeah, something stupid. I'm assuming it's like some long hair stuff.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, yeah, that's me. How are you? How you been?
I've been pretty good, dude. We unfortunately, there was supposed to be a little bit different quality on my camera today, but I couldn't figure out the technological side. So I guess I'll just show the people we got a new camera
Oh
for the
yeah,
podcast, but also for Instagram and TikTok. So look out for that. Um, Other than that, I've been pretty good. Gone to a couple fire games over the last 2 weeks. Uh, Went to a Dave concert 2 days ago. Played footy for the first time in like 6 months last night, and I'm feeling the effects very much. I had to take
getting
so much
old,
ibuprofen this morning, bro.
getting
I
old.
still can barely use my right leg at all right now, but it's fine.
I had my
Um,
brother touch my knee as like I bent it, and he felt like how it pops, and
mhm.
he was just like, "That's not normal." I'm like, "I've been telling you." No one believes me. My knees are shot.
um, yeah, that's pretty much it. To be honest,
Nice, nice.
I've been good.
Yeah,
Can't complain. I'm excited for this weekend. The Michael Jackson movie's coming out. I'm gonna go watch that. And of
damn
course,
man.
Fireplace Sporting Kansas City, the return of Justin Reynolds.
Speaking of going to the movies, when I was in Milwaukee, my hotel was literally right next to a movie theater, and I thought I was gonna be there longer. I was gonna go to the movies, and then it got cut short. Now I'm in Ohio. It's ridiculous. And then yeah, the
I
fire
also
out. Go for it.
go ahead.
Not go. Just go.
I was gonna change the subject. I was gonna say I also watched like an hour of WrestleMania and then I turned that shit off because
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
fucking terrible.
Night one was garbage. Night two was better, but still not that great. Um, but no, I was just gonna piggyback off of what you said of going to the fire games. I finally went. I don't. We recorded once when I was there. Did we record twice?
I recorded a little bit, but we left at halftime. So We didn't get
No,
much
like
video
pod wise.
footage. Oh, I don't think so.
Well, either way, I went to two fire games. I also put a TikTok about that. Yeah. Um, but no, yeah, WrestleMania was pretty trash. That ladder match was dope though, and my wife Rhea won.
Didn't watch that part. Um, but yeah, I guess while we're talking about a little bit of MLS, the Fire had won 4 games on the bounce. They beat Nashville 1
Sure,
0.
Atlanta.
Then Atlanta 1 0. And then, oh no, they won 3 games on the bounce, not 4. And then they beat DC. I was about to say DC, not DC, Detroit City FC. So I guess technically DC, DCFC in Detroit. I'm so salty that I wasn't there. It looked like it was so much fun. The
Yeah,
fans, some people that work at the Fire were literally like, "This is the best stadium I've ever been to." I was like, "Bro, if only you all knew what it was like, bro." I've been telling the people, bro. One of the best stadiums in the Midwest for footy, bro. But
yeah,
it's gonna be a
man.
sad day when they move to the new one. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, the Fire obviously beat Detroit in the Open Cup, and then they drew 3-3 to Cincinnati, which was a terrible game. But it was Chris Brady's 100th start
Yeah,
in MLS for the Fire, so that's a big achievement. And then
that's crazy.
we play Kansas City this weekend. Justin Reynolds, the return to Chicago, and then next week, a week from today, actually, St. Louis in the Open Cup. I'm so excited.
Is
I
that
kind
the
of wish it was in St.
29th
Louis.
or the
Yeah,
30th? 29th.
20. Yeah,
I think I might try to go back home that day, but it won't be any. I won't. I probably won't get there with enough time to go to the game. Well, it depends, cause so we drove, so we got a rental car instead of getting flown out, and typically the plan, or you would think, but a lot of people do it. You leave at 5, 6 in the morning to get there at at it's a 5 hour drive, but you take your time, get there at like 2, right? Let's say 2, 3, the latest. We didn't leave till like 12, man. I was pissed. It turned into like almost a 7 hour ride. We stopped to eat, and then there is now a Bucky's in Ohio. So that was that. We
yeah,
definitely had to
that's
stop.
sick.
It was like on the
That's
way
sick.
too. So it's like an hour out of Columbus. Um, so definitely went to Bucky's. But yeah, so hopefully, um, if I do go back that day, big if, because I have to find people to go that day basically as well. Because I don't think they really just let me take a rental car by myself. It's not worth it for them unless more people go. Um, but I would assume the game's like at a what 7:30 or something.
I think it's at 7:30. Yeah,
You know, so we'll see. I guess.
it's at the Geek too. So
Yeah, yeah. So
love it.
uh,
Love the Geek so much.
it's a love hate relationship. Relationship.
I'm gonna actually miss it when we're like never playing games at the Geek anymore.
I mean, I know the Fire Two. Well, will the Fire Two still play there?
Probably. I don't know. Damn, what a golazo! Holy fucking shit!
I feel like they should to at least keep it somewhat running.
So, yeah, they should, but
I mean, the
who
rugby
knows?
team plays there.
Yeah, and it's not like the Fire own it, right? So it's like they don't give a fuck if it's running or not.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's probably cheap. I don't know if it'd be cheaper actually. I guess it depends on what's going on.
Yeah. Plus, there's always concerts and stuff there now, like festivals. Like it's not even what it's was meant for, soccer. So,
But it's probably easier for the Fire to take care of the grass if it's only 1 game a week
oh
rather
yeah,
than 2. So,
easily.
but yeah,
Um,
no, I'm excited for St. Louis. Again, I wish it was in St. Louis because I went to St. Louis maybe 2 years ago, I think, for the U.S. versus I don't even remember who they played. Nice ass stadium. St. Louis is a shithole, but the stadium was nice as hell.
I feel like I'm not saying that the stadium is not nice at all because I've never been to it, but from like an outside view of pictures, it doesn't really like catch my attention that much. It just to me, and this is me just being picky and being, I wouldn't say a hater, but this is like another cookie cutter MLS stadium from like the last like 5 years.
It is pretty similar to Columbus, but I think it's actually nicer than Columbus.
Is it? Again, I've never been
Yeah.
inside, so that's a whole different thing. But like overall, just looking at it like pictures from afar,
It was also quite funny when I went because I have a half and half USA and Chicago Fire scarf, and I wore it just to piss them off. And I was getting so many dirty looks. It was great.
that's funny.
Oh my god, what a goal!
Um, but yeah, now the Fire
How,
sent him fifth instead of second if they would have beat
bastards, bro.
Cincy.
How
So
the
that's some
fuck did they
BS.
blow the lead, bro?
3-1.
Despicable.
3-1.
And fucking Tom Barlow scored and celebrated on us, bro. Are you fucking having a laugh? Tom
That
fucking Barlow.
rat bastard
What a
can't do.
rat, bro.
So mad. But it is what it is. We move. Hopefully we keep doing good in the league because we've actually been doing better than I expected. I feel like the beginning was a rough start, but we're getting there, and we've been doing it with a lot of injuries.
There's only like 3 or 4 games left until the break, anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, who knows what happens in the summer, bro? We could sign some crazy players.
It's not Griezmann. I don't care.
I'm praying. Bernardo. Give me Bernardo. Give me
Do we?
Raul Jimenez. And give me... actually, that's it. Those are the only 2 I care about.
That would actually be insane.
Because Raul is a free agent, so...
Yeah. Oh, well, apologies for yawning so much. We're on a time difference as well, so I mean it's only an hour. It's not even that big of a deal, but I'm tired, Grandpa. But yeah, that's that. I think, if anything, the biggest talking point in the world of football the last couple of days has been the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken.
It's definitely one. There's been a lot of big talking points recently, to be honest.
There really has.
Because obviously, the leagues are all dwindling down. The League Cups, Champions League, the World Cup is in 50 fucking days. Like, everything's starting to happen all at the same time.
Like, we basically
But
know who won in each top 5 league. Like, before we go to the Prem, I'll just get it out the way. Bayern won it already. PSG is gonna win it because they're clear by like 4 or 5 points now, and I don't think Lens is gonna catch up. Inter is pretty clear in Serie A, and Barca is pretty clear in La Liga. So that's that. I don't see it changing whatsoever. But as you were saying, the Premier League,
crazy scenes in the Prem, bro. First of all, Spurs are officially in the relegation zone.
they've been in the
Which
relegation
I
zone.
think they went into the relegation zone the last time we recorded. They had a chance this weekend to get out of the relegation zone, and they failed miserably.
Yeah.
And West Ham absolutely dominated Wolves. I think it was 4-0, 4-1.
That was 2 weeks ago because they just played on Monday as well, West Ham, and they fumbled it. They could have won and like put the nail in the coffin, low key.
Yeah.
They did type Palace, so they're 2 points ahead of Spurs right now. But West Ham is very inconsistent, obviously, and Spurs play Wolves next. So like, there's no way
Wolves,
they lose that.
Wolves have been in a decent form in the second half of the season.
Decent form. Did you know that Wolves, and I think it might be for the first time ever, are going to be the first team to start at okay, so they start at the bottom because of alphabetical order of the league, so they're last, and they've stayed there the entire season, and will
Mm-hmm.
probably remain to stay there.
Yep.
That's
They said that
insane.
there was 0.00000 like 3% chance that could ever happen,
There is like
and
point
it fucking
zero,
happened.
and it was like 15 zeros, point like 3.
Yeah,
Insane.
insane. They're trash. But yeah, Forest have been in decent form recently as well. So they're slowly but surely. Leeds as well, actually. Leeds had a massive draw today to get another point
Yeah,
and
but
get out of the
realistically,
relegation battle. Even though it's
it's
realistically between West Ham and
West
Spurs.
Ham. Yeah, Forest
I
have.
mean, Forest could get dragged into still, I think,
Yeah, but they've been doing
but it's
pretty
unlikely.
damn well the last couple of match weeks. I think they're pretty clear, personally.
Oh my god, this game is insane. Um, I'm fucking watching the New York Red Bulls and DC United right now, and they just tied
Sure.
it 3-3.
Can you focus?
It was 3-1 like 5 minutes ago. It's 3-3 now.
I did hear you say
Um,
"what a banger" like twice.
yeah,
I'm like,
let's go to some bangers.
there's no way. Um, I'm about to watch that Las Vegas Tigres, so I can't even blame you. It's not the game I was
Um,
looking for, but
that bastard, bro. Ty Baribo, the bastard that ended our season last year with the Philadelphia Union. Fucking wanker. Anyways, yeah, that's the bottom half of the, or I guess the relegation battle, right? But as you were saying, the top of the league has had a massive mix-up, which, let's be honest, everyone saw coming. As of today, Manchester City are first in the Premier League.
it's insane how many people just were so happy that City
Bro,
got to first, considering they're they're hated. Nobody likes City except for City fans.
true.
Arsenal
The
are
thing
just
is, though,
so
is like
annoying.
people don't really hate City for like the club. They just hate like what they like represent, I guess, right? Like oil money, all that kind of shit. But it's not
Yeah,
like anyone's like, oh, fuck this club. More like, fuck the way that you became who you are.
which ended up turning into fuck this club.
Kind of, yeah. But I
But
feel
it's
like
just
there's not that many people that are like actually upset when Manchester City win things. They're just like, ah, fuck it, who cares? Whereas like if
it's
Arsenal
more
were
of it's a
to win the
boring
league,
thing now.
yeah.
It's boring. But
Or
Arsenal
like when
winning the
Liverpool
league.
won, it was like, fuck Liverpool. City is just like, yeah, whatever, bro. Congrats to fucking buying the league. So
Um,
yeah, they're first. Insane work, bro. They're a second
and
half
tied
team
on.
always, so
Yeah, but it's crazy that. So here's the one thing I. No, it's not that I don't understand. So I know they're tied on goal difference and points. City's first. Why are they first? Actually,
goals 4.
you're right.
So it goes goal difference and then head to head.
Yeah.
But they each won a game. And then it goes to goals for, and then it goes to goals against, and then it goes to cards, yellow cards
Mm-hmm.
and red cards. And
What
so
if they're
because they've
tied
scored more
on?
goals, because they don't play haram football, they play real football. They're first.
Fair, fair, fair.
Arsenal got some big games coming up too.
Who
Not
they got
really, to be
left?
honest. Not really. I would like to say they have big games, but let's be real. They don't have any big games. I know they play Newcastle this weekend, which is an easy 3 points for Arsenal because we are dreadful. Then they have, they have Atletico. in the Champions League, which we'll get to in a second. Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, and Palace. It's quite dire, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like they're the type of games that you fumble, okay?
West Ham, May 10th, bro. They could fumble that, bro. West Ham's going to be throwing everything they have to stay in this fucking league.
Yeah.
And then City has... Oh, they have the FA Cup the FA Cup final this weekend. Against Southampton on Saturday.
Where Southampton, they're going to get slaughtered.
Wait, is it the final or the semi-final? It's the final, right?
Semi, no?
Oh, no, it's a semi-final. Semi-final, yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea leads as well. But in the league, City have Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, Palace, Villa. So, like, they do have a tough run of games.
Yeah. Damn.
So I guess we'll see
We'll see what happens, yeah.
It would be hilarious, though. Going from a quadruple
to nothing
to
at all.
Fuck all. In weeks. Crazy work. I feel bad for some Arsenal fans. And by some, I mean from the recliner. And that's it. Fuck all the other Arsenal fans. We actually got an Arsenal fan comment on our TikTok saying that we're assholes for being against Arsenal. And I responded and said, fuck Arsenal.
As you should. As you should. Yeah, and then it's also a fight for like European football too. It's insane how close like 6th is to like 12th.
Not even 12th, bro. We're in 14th and we're only 6 points off of European football.
Yeah, but from like say like 8th to like 12th, it's like 3 points. So
yeah,
it's like a 1-game type situation where everything can change.
Insane. That's why Bournemouth fumbled today against Leeds. They needed the points. I think they would have leaped Chelsea in the table.
But no.
Yeah, with the win, they would have.
No, but Chelsea's at 48. Bournemouth is at what, 42?
I thought they were on 45.
No. Because Chelsea's in 8th after the loss against Brighton at 48.
Bournemouth is at 49. Oh, they did jump Chelsea even with the draw.
Oh, I'm tweaking.
They were tied on points.
They're 7th right now.
They're 7th now. Yeah, because Brighton went up to 6th. Damn.
That's unfortunate. Speaking of Chelsea, Big Liam, gone.
Liam Rossinier, or however you say it. Yeah, he's been sacked. $24 million payout.
$24 million payout's insane. And apparently it cost $20 million to buy the club of Coventry City.
No, not Coventry. It was Sheffield. Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, that's insane. Dude.
Insane, bro. Fucking insane.
Imagine he buys Sheffield with like his money and spends like the next $1 million on players and just gives himself a job.
Someone in I'm in a WhatsApp group with like some Newcastle fans from Chicago, the Toon Army Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was like, I fucking wish I could get sacked and make $24 million just to get sacked, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about? How are you bad at your job and so you get rewarded $24 million for being bad at your job? That doesn't even make sense. But then if you look at their recent form, like their only win in the last like 10 games is against fucking Port Vale, whatever the fuck it's called.
Port Vale and Wrexham.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
To be fair, I was somewhat optimistic at first because his first month was not bad at all. Like, it wasn't going to be perfect, but it was pretty damn good for like a young and experienced manager coming in.
The
But
world knew
Bowley
he
just
wasn't
needs to
ready for
sell.
it, bro.
Bowley needs to sell, dude. I can't with this ownership. And honestly, if you don't, um, I just, I know it's gonna be like 10 years of pain of just stupidity, just nonsense. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to become a mid-table team. And
Damn. It's crazy to sack him right before the semifinal, though, isn't it?
who are
Scenes
you gonna
if
even get?
Leeds, scenes if Leeds beat Chelsea
They beat
and
us
go to
last time in
Wembley,
the
bro.
league.
Oh my days. I mean, I guess it's already at Wembley, but
Like,
like, you know what I mean.
Maresca should have never
Wembley.
left. Like, I know why he left because bullying, like all them damn fucking idiots. But just thinking about it is giving me a headache.
Well, don't worry. It could be worse. You could be Newcastle United.
Or Spurs. Poor Ricardo. He be trying to talk shit about Chelsea, and I'm like,
You're trying to talk shit
why?
about everyone, bro. Like, bro,
I'm like,
shut the fuck up.
why are you talking as a Spurs fan? He's like, there's a difference. We know that we're shit, and I'm like, I know Chelsea shit, but we're not in the relegation battle.
They weren't saying they were shit like 3 weeks ago. They were too big to go down until they were officially in the relegation zone, those little wankers.
Yeah, that's insane. From a European trophy to relegation.
To be honest, it'll be insane for either Spurs or West Ham to go down just because of the stadiums.
Well, I had originally said earlier in the season, I just can't imagine West Ham going down. Like, they're a staple in the Prem. They're like it or not, they are technically a big team, not a top six, but they're a massive club, the massive stadium. I'm like, there's
Well,
no way they go down. But then you have
well,
the conversation with Spurs, and it's like they're like, you can't even. That was not even a conversation, like a realistic conversation, like 5 weeks ago.
it's
They've
quite
just been
funny
so
too.
bad.
I think it's funny that like everybody's talking about the relegation battle and everybody's talking about the title race. And Manchester United is sitting in third place, and like nobody's mentioned anything about it. Like it's just gone
Yeah,
under the rug.
it's insane because nobody expected that either, but nobody's like
No,
saying anything like you said.
nobody cares.
This is like cool. You're not winning anything. You're not doing anything, but you're not part of any conversation because nobody cares.
But to be fair, a club of that size should be competing
Obviously,
in the top four when they were out of all competitions in September. This is literally all you have. Oh my god, what a goal!
that is true.
Fucking hell, this game is insane. Um, fuck, I was gonna say something else. I forgot what. My mind literally just I had a brain freeze, brain fart, whatever. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
So what
But
about
while we're on the
Spurs?
topic of English football, I was gonna say the Derby next season, Millwall West Ham in the Prem, bro. Oh, it's gonna be class. It's gonna
What's
be fucking class.
Speaking of promotions, Coventry has been promoted by one of the
Yes, sir.
best managers of this generation, Super Frank Lampard.
25 years since they were in the Prem, and they're
They've
back.
gone through a lot.
They have gone through a lot. They were relegated to the Championship, relegated from the Championship to League One, relegated from League One to League Two, promoted back to League One, promoted back to the Championship, playoffs, playoff semifinals, FA Cup semifinal, and now
Robbed,
they're back in the Premier League, bruv.
robbed of the FA Cup semifinal.
Facts.
Man,
Crazy
it's
as well
insane.
because they're owned by a local Coventry man now.
Yeah.
He came in to save his club, and it actually worked. Love that.
And you can learn more about Coventry on our TikTok with AJ's video that he put out.
You can.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm actually quite interested to see how Frank is gonna fare in the Prem this year,
I
or
think he'll
next year, I should say.
survive. I think he'll survive. I don't think they'll get rid of it if he stays as manager the whole season. Because just of how things go nowadays. If he stays in charge, I think they'll stay.
The thing is like they let the other manager, is it Mark Robin, before Frank? Like they let him stay even though they were struggling for a while.
They have trust
Part
for
of
the
it
most
though
part.
was because he earned his right to stay.
He'd been there for so long.
Like he brought them from League Two back to the championship. So like,
Yeah.
let the man try. But
Right.
also like they've shown like, yeah, we have patience. Like we know that we're not gonna build shit overnight. And also like you're Coventry City, bro. Know your place in the fucking totem pole.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see. And then we'll see like how many of their players translate at the next level.
Yeah.
Because I saw that their starting goalie, everybody wants him. He's not even their player, bro.
Loan.
Yeah, he's loaned in from Brighton.
Damn. Maybe he'll stay on loan and they'll buy him.
Maybe.
But
we'll see.
unfortunately, when there's promotion, there's relegation. And a team that won the Premier League 10 years ago have been relegated to League One. Leicester City. What a downfall. Yeah, apparently the owner, the son of the original owner, has just not been that good. A lot of just misuse of their money, supposedly, from what I've seen. And I did see something where apparently Vardy said, damn it, this was only like a week ago, but it wasn't like big news. He said he would go back to Leicester and take a pay cut next season, but only if, and I forgot who, I don't know if it was the manager or somebody else, but they have to be gone. He's like, I'm not playing for that person.
Oh shit.
And I don't know who it was. I can't remember the name or what like they did, but a certain somebody in Leicester. And Leicester fans will probably know who I'm talking about because that seems like a reason why they've done so horribly. But yeah, there's a chance
Okay,
Vardy would go
get
back.
the gang back together in League One, bro.
Though that'd be insane.
Get Mahrez from Saudi.
Conte, Vardy,
Nah, Conte won't
Drinkwater,
leave.
Nagulu.
Yeah, he won't leave.
He apparently was going to go back to France.
I seen that he said that he's happy in Saudi Arabia because he can like buy shit for his village.
That's true.
He was like, I can take care of my whole village back home.
Yeah.
With this fucking money. And like, I'm not gonna be a footballer forever. I might as well make the money while I can.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I respect. Because most of these bastards want the money, but they're not using it for anything. It's just sitting in their fucking investments. Selfish pigs.
They're just spending it on bullshit and hoes.
Talking about Cristiano, bro. Wanker.
Speaking of hoes, you see what happened in Italy?
I actually didn't. I don't know anything about. I saw like Inter won. Oh, are you talking about the what's it called?
The scandal.
What is it called? The escorts.
The escorts with like apparently over 100 players' names involved, from
Yeah,
Calafiori to Hakimi to Lau.
I heard a little bit about it. Not too much, but a little bit.
Yeah,
What's
long
wrong with
story
Italy,
short, I saw somebody say that Italian Serie A football is back because there's a new scandal.
Facts.
And it's not Serie A without scandals. But yeah, no, I mean they're
It's
still
crazy.
waiting to see what happens to get the full story. But yeah, an escort scandal apparently.
But I also saw that like the players aren't going to be charged. Like they're not in trouble for it because. So it's legal to have an escort in Italy. It's just illegal to have an escort business. And so, like, most of the players were just hiring escorts. They weren't, like, owning escorts.
Oh, okay. So they weren't pimping them out.
So, some of them probably were owning. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm not anyone. But that's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know. I did mention that Inter's about to win the league, but also Inter could win the double because they're in the final for the Coppa Italia now against Lazio. Unfortunately, Inter did beat Como. Would have been sick to see Como in the Coppa Italia and possibly win it. Who Como is going to have European football though, so I'm pretty sure that's damn near confirmed. It just depends if they're going to get Europa or Conference, and then Lazio ended up being Atlante. So I don't like either of those clubs, but I have nobody to go for the Coppa Italia this year.
I hope Inter win just because I found out my new coworker is an Inter fan.
Mm,
And he's showed me the ropes at this new company, so.
there you go. But yeah.
I'm actually trying to bring him to his first ever fire game. He's never been. Because he's always like, I have no one to go with. And all his friends are like, I'm not going to fucking soccer, you pussy. His words, not mine.
Yeah. Take him. Make him a fan. Season ticket holder.
I'm going to try. But he said he doesn't want to sit in the supporter section, so.
What a bum.
He's like, oh, it's tied 4-4. No, mom.
Wasn't it just 3-2?
It was 3-2 like 20 minutes ago, bro. Well, it's 4-4. Insane game, bro. If you have the opportunity, go on Apple TV, watch this game back, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I don't really know much about the Coppa Italia, to be fair. I don't know much about Serie A. It's just too boring to watch, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. I just got a text from my work job site saying it's all clear to go back to work. I guess for the night cruise, there's a lot of outdoor work, but since there's a really bad storm, they're like, oh, there's too much lightning. Go inside or something. Go to your car.
Damn.
But yeah, it was thundering and raining really hard earlier, like right before we got on this call.
It's been beautiful here all day.
I've heard.
75 and sunny, bro. Shout out Earth Day, man.
Is that today?
Yeah.
What did I do for? Oh my god, I've done nothing well for the Earth today. But anyway, yeah, we're talking about Serie A and the Coppa Italia. And speaking of Copas, Copa del Rey also happened in Spain, where Real Sociedad played Atletico Madrid.
They did. Copa del Rey final.
Real Sociedad ended up becoming the winners. And I think the biggest story to come from that is I know his last name is Zabaleta, right? The fan?
Something like that.
Long story short, this fan, like 25 years ago, was killed by Atleti supporters. Young guy, too. He was like 18, 19.
18. 28 years ago.
Stabbed. And Atleti fans apparently still make fun of it to this day. And they also had a lot of like fascist like propaganda and tifos during like the match. Like they literally had the Spanish flag with a swastika in the middle of it. Like the fuck?
Didn't say.
A swastika. But anyway, so that won. They paid homage to the supporter who ended up dying. Disgusting from the Madrid fans. And shout out Sociedad. That's all I really got to say about it.
I agree. Just when I was thinking I was going to root for Atletico in the fucking Champions League,
I know. But I still have to root for them in the semis anyway because they play Arsenal.
Yeah.
My hair's a mess, my
To be honest,
lord.
it doesn't really matter who wins that side of the bracket, though. They're going to get fucking dicked in the final.
It would be
Um,
cool, right, if Arsenal get on the semis, because they can't say they made it to the final. But if they do make it to the final, they get absolutely slaughtered by Bayern.
and they bottled another one.
Yeah, there's that.
Did you also see that the family that traveled to the Sociedad final?
Oh, with
So
the wife, the
there's like,
husband, and the son.
yeah, there's an old man, well, not old, but like a father, a wife, and a child. They traveled to the final. They had 3 tickets. 2 of the tickets worked. 1 of the tickets did not work. So the father said, "It's my duty as a father and as a husband to provide for my family. And although I would fucking die to be in this stadium right now, they're inside, and that's all that matters." And so he sat outside the stadium and listened to the game
On a
or the
curve.
reaction of the crowd, not even to the game. And he was crying. His club had won a major trophy. Well, for the
Didn't
first time
something
in a long time.
happen where like the club found out or something, and they actually did something for him or no?
I don't
Or that's
know.
something else. There's a
I
lot of
think
those
people
type of
were saying
stories.
that they should, but I don't know if that happened or not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of those type of stories. I don't know if that was one of them.
It's touching.
Very much so. Very much so. You got anything else?
Um, to be honest, not really.
No.
No.
I got 2 things. I'm gonna go with the quicker one first, and that is basically just. Did you see that Mexico and Brazil had a Legends match in Mexico City the other day with like
Mm-mm.
Kaká, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo?
Oh, Ronaldinho's doing a tour right now, isn't he?
Is
Basically,
it?
like a friendly tour. Yeah,
I
he's
don't
going to
know.
Sunderland soon.
Oh, but that's like just a Ronaldinho thing. This was like a Mexico versus
No,
Brazil, like
yeah,
actual match. Basically, long
yeah.
story short. Oh, what's up?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Just long story short, like they had the match right with Mexico Legends and Brazil, and it's just still so nice to see Ronaldinho get a standing ovation when he walks off the pitch after he gets subbed.
They always will, won't he?
It's just their respect, man.
It's not even like he doesn't even have to be on the pitch. He just has to be there.
Yeah, 100%. Um, and plus, he even said like he's like, ah, dude, like I love Mexico. Like I only played here for a year, but like it was lit. And I'm just like, yeah, no shit. You, the only reason you joined the club was so the like because you said you liked the woman there. Man's an animal,
Valid.
and I respect it.
It's a valid take.
The second thing that I have, my second and final, I believe. Actually, there is something else, but I'll get into that. Did you see that the end of USL will have a new team?
Oh yeah, Columbus.
Yes, Columbus, Ohio. And I actually found out recently that there is a I don't know what I don't want to say scandal, but some it's not a scandal, that's not the right word. I don't know what is the right word, but basically. So I didn't know about this. So you know how Denver got their team last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently it was supposed to go to Cincinnati, but they said that they didn't want to build a specific stadium for the women, and they just wanted to use FC Cincinnati Stadium. The league
Think you
basically
will.
said no, and Denver was like, "We'll build a stadium," and the league was like, "All right, bet." So that's why Denver got a team. So now I'm assuming the stadium situation in Columbus is going to be similar, where they have to build a stadium now, but a training facility, I don't know what part of town or anything, will be built. But apparently, that part of I don't know what that part of town is called, but that part of town apparently is a lower income, poor neighborhood, and they're going to
Mm-hmm.
build a brand new training facility in a what people would say is like a very well like needed park because like it serves a community that's already struggling, and they're just going to
Mm.
completely get rid of it for a training facility. So there is some backlash from. I also started getting Columbus like TikToks and stuff, so I started like seeing that. But that's why I'm saying like it was on TikTok because like I saw a couple videos with that backlash. So like I'm not putting it as like it's set in stone that
Yeah.
people hate the idea and that neighborhood or area is like either way they're gonna get rid of a community area, a park
Yeah.
for a training facility,
Well,
which I feel like they have a lot more space anywhere else in the Columbus area to throw that in.
I guess it comes down to what is the repercussion. Like, for instance, when the Fire built their training facility, they took away from affordable housing. So Joe had to go out. He had to like build a park and like do all this shit and build affordable housing. Is Columbus going to do something similar? Like, are they going to
Well,
like give back to the community? Obviously,
here's
like I'm
my
not saying they should take the park, and I'm not agreeing to that.
right,
I'm just saying
right.
like there should be like they should have to do something in return, in my opinion. And I wonder what it'll be.
My problem with affordable housing, not that I have a problem with affordable housing, but my point is the problem with affordable housing is that your government should already be doing that.
Facts.
That should already be a thing. It shouldn't be, oh, we're a sports team, we want to build something, and all of a sudden, because there's been an empty plot of land for God knows how long, years if not decades, just sitting there, we want to do something with it, and then now it's like, oh, you can build affordable housing. It's like, what is your government should have done it by now, in so many other areas as well. So it's like, I don't want to em em my lord, what is that word? Empathize. Let's go with that. With the rich billionaire of a sports club, but at the same time, it's like your government should be doing that as well.
Facts.
So, but apparently, I don't know what the park looks like. But I mean, if it's an actual park, that is bogus. But yeah, Columbus, welcome to the NWSL. I hope nothing but the worst for you.
Um. Yeah, I actually saw a tweet earlier today that was talking about what's it called? Like the different prices of like getting an expansion team in the NWSL now. And like 5 years ago, it was like 250K, and now it's like 250 million.
It's insane. It really is a growing league, which is nice. I mean, I know it struggles still, and I think the USL women's teams have only heard it, but it still is growing.
At least teams aren't folding as much as they were in the past.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's the number
Because
one thing.
the league was big and then it got small because everybody folded. Whereas
They've
now
had
there's
some
actually
decent
been teams.
stability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to make it out to a Stars game soon.
yeah. Nice
Seeing
coming
Mallory
back
is
on the
back in
show.
training, so soon she'll be back on the pitch and I'll be in attendance.
I need to buy that new kit.
And we got Jordan Heitema now.
It'd be a fun
Oh,
time.
Canadian fine shit.
Um,
Oh my days, they almost fucking win it.
oh
Oh,
no,
there
you
actually
get the
was something
last.
else.
I'll
Oh, go
go
ahead.
for it.
You go ahead and I'll go.
Well, it occurred to me right now, but Lamine Yamal has been injured.
Oh yeah,
At a very, very crucial time before the World Cup. He tore his hamstring, I believe.
allegedly. They got to do
Yeah,
the scan still, but that's what it's looking like.
I feel bad because like hate him or like him, he's a good player,
Yeah,
and the World Cup
he's
needs
important.
that.
Yeah.
He's very important to the Spanish national team, and the World Cup needs these good players to like for it to be a good
What a
World Cup.
save. Sean Johnson, what a
But
save.
yeah, RIP. We're gonna start seeing a
Esteval as
lot of
well.
injuries. Esteval, yep. As the World Cup gets
Hamstring.
closer, we're only going to see more injuries starting to happen with the end of the season because there's just
And
so much congestion in the schedule.
Ekatike towards Achilles. So he's already confirmed out
Yeah, it's rough.
for the World Cup. But the last thing I wanted to talk about was football related, kind of. The Sidemen charity match was this past Saturday.
Bless you. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, how did you hear that?
I did I good?
Fucking yeah, it was Saturday. It was a good match. It ended 10-10 into pens. Yeah, that's all I really got. It was fun
I only
watch.
watched like the last 25 minutes because I forgot about it.
They won like
But
four. It ended 4-1 in pens, I think. Crazy
yeah,
scenes.
I just know that after like the match and everything, when you see some of the tweets of what happened, I saw that Fosh, well, I forget his first name, Max Fosh,
Max Fosh, yeah.
magic trick with the yellow card of this year.
Fucking little bastard.
Last time it was like Uno reverse. This time he made it disappear. That was funny.
What a guy. W creativity.
Yeah, 100%.
L ball
L
skills.
ball, but A for creativity and making it fun. Because let's be honest, nobody's there for the actual skills.
Yeah, no. They can't be because half the players don't even know how to kick a ball.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's it. Well, I guess actually there is one more thing. We didn't really talk about. Maybe we mentioned it. The Champions League, the semifinals.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's official. Atletico versus Arsenal, and Bayern München versus PSG.
Gee.
That's going to be a banger of a semifinal. It's just unfortunate that it's not the final because you're going to get one
Would
of
have been
these
a sick
shit teams.
rematch.
Yeah.
It's going to be either fantastic attacking football from Bayern or PSG versus handball.
It
No
could be
matter who
like the
wins it.
decider of the Ballon d'Or as well. Ousmane Dembele, Harry Kane, Michael Olise. Because obviously they win the league. Well, they've
Won the
already all
Champions
won the
League.
league. And then they'll get the Champions League, and then it'll come down to who performs the best at the World Cup. Which, I guess we'll see, innit?
Yeah. Sir.
But yeah, that's actually all I have.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
If you're still here, thank you so much for listening and watching. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram if you fancy. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God, my mouse died.
Oh no, end it. AJ, end it.
I literally can't end. Oh, there it is. Bye.